All right, weird start to the day. So I'm here in Page, Arizona. This is where I spent the night last night in a Walmart parking lot, and that was fine. But the temperatures are dropping today, so it is doing a rain-snow kind of mixture right now. Long story short, trying to outrun a storm. It is just covering this entire area, Utah, Arizona. Flagstaff is where I'm headed for the weekend. However, it is a low of 16 this weekend, and I do not want to be in 16-degree weather. So my idea was to get a campground with hookups so that I can at least plug in an electric heater, have a place to stay. Sedona just doesn't have a lot of options as far as campgrounds go, and if you dare park like on the side of a road or something, they will knock on your vehicle and kick you out. Dirt roads and off-road and that sort of thing is out of the question because it is raining and snowing, and that's a bad idea. I have now decided to just get a hotel room, and I'm going to get a hotel right here in Page, Arizona, because it is cheaper than getting the same hotel in Flagstaff. And then tomorrow I will head to Flagstaff, where I had a couple stops I wanted to make along the way anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and make those stops because hopefully it'll be a little warmer and not as dreary outside. I'm just going to go try to stay warm now. The next day was clear and a little warmer, so we continued to drive south to Flagstaff. At this point, Tony was still in his fire season, so he had to head back to the park, and I continued to make my way south, heading closer to the Mexican border, all the way to Organ Pipe National Monument. And then I finally reached that famous southern Arizona landscape, camping amongst the saguaros and cholla. Peace and quiet. After a few nights in Organ Pipe, I woke up to rain on the morning I was leaving. Honestly, seeing the desert in the rain was incredible, but it was also a good time to move on to my next destination, Saguaro National Park in Tucson. Desert sunsets are in their own league as far as sunsets go. I found myself spending the days working and entertaining myself inside, just to emerge as soon as the sun lowered and the light turned golden. Before leaving Tucson, we had to handle 2 essential missions: laundry and bread. Yep, bread. Barrio Bread is located in Tucson, and it's an award-winning bread shop, all baked in-house, and it's so popular that you have to line up before they open in the morning. After spending a creepy yet uneventful night at a permanently closed restaurant, I swear it was creepier at night when I rolled in, this part of my trip took a turn. I decided to head to a cute little town someone had recommended to me called Patagonia. On a whim, I decided to visit the Peyton Center for Hummingbirds, thinking it would be a nice little stop to see some. Having lived and worked in the Everglades, where there are a ton of birds and wildlife, it's kind of hard to not become somewhat of a birder. Mostly, I just like taking videos and photos of wildlife, and when access to that many birds is that easy, you just kind of go with it. Anyway, when I got down to Peyton, I connected with some real birders and was reminded just how much amazing birding there is to do in southern Arizona. So this is where my trip took a turn. Instead of somewhat aimlessly wandering, I went full birder, traveling from sanctuary to riparian area to other popular birding spots, stalking all the birds. The adventure continued to both the west and east sides of the Chiricahuas. I was on a mission to see the coatis that live in that area. And after spending a night, I woke up to find a group of them foraging the next morning.
Take you away. You'll be looking for that moon all day. Whatever your dreams might feel like, we're no way. It's the witching out you just can't shake. You're always best when daylight has gone. Yeah, you're lovely till you see the dawn. Whenever the night may take you too far, you'll be looking every day for another shooting star, yeah. Another moon.
Where are we?
You keep running out of days to break. Another moon. You keep running out of days.
I don't like driving in sand.
Really? The van didn't get you. Gotta give in.